that is all from the team for now. I'll be back with the late news at 10. Now on BBC One, it's time for the news wherever you are. Bye-bye.
Hello, good evening. Tributes are being paid to a rugby player who died during a game in Neathport Talbot yesterday afternoon. 31-year-old Alex Evans is reported to have left the pitch after feeling unwell before collapsing. He leaves a partner and young daughter. Ewan Griffiths now reports.
There are no words. We've lost a brother on the field and it hurts so much. The emotional message by Cwm Llynfell Rugby Club, who, along with the rest of the community, are today grieving the loss of one of their own.
He'd Cwm Llynfell through and through. I remember him, we'll all remember him with the smile that he had. He always had a smile on his face. Whatever he was doing, whether he was working, playing rugby, training, having a pint with him, he always had time for you and always had that smile on his face.
The 31-year-old was a loyal open-side flanker for his local team. Here at Parc y Bryn yesterday afternoon, Cwm Llynfell were playing Crynant in a memorial match, but it appears Alex Evans had to leave the pitch feeling unwell. His condition deteriorated, and despite attempts to resuscitate him, later died. On social media, tributes have been flooding in, with the rugby community specifically coming together. Messages coming from clubs throughout Wales. Messages of sympathy for the family and to those in Cwm Llynfell who knew and loved Alex.
You know, social media has gone bonkers. The messages that are coming in, the emails, the messages of support for Alex, and just shows how much she was loved within the community and further afield as well.
Alex's mum organises darts competitions in the village hall. One was scheduled for today and did go ahead, with people coming together to remember Alex and to comfort one another. A man with a ready smile, who will be remembered dearly within the rugby community in Cwm Llynfell and beyond.
Ewan Griffiths with that report there. A woman from Monmouthshire who survived being shot by her estranged husband is calling for tougher gun laws following the Plymouth shootings. Rachel Williams wants changes after Jake Davison shot and killed 5 people before turning the gun on himself. Rhiannon Wilkins reports.
10 years ago, Rachel Williams was shot by her estranged husband, Darren. She'd left him after suffering 18 years of domestic abuse.
It resulted in him coming to my place of work on a Friday afternoon armed with a sawn-off shotgun and bursting into the salon and shooting me with the intention of killing me.
He'd stolen the gun from a house and left Rachel with life-changing injuries.
When you've been shot, like I have myself, and, you know, your life can be taken away within a second, you know, I can't get my head around why somebody needs a gun. You know, police officers, trained marksmen, they don't take their guns home with them. They got to sign these guns in and out. And that's a police officer, you know. Why is somebody else allowed to have a gun in the home? What do they need it for?
After Jake Davison recently killed 5 people with his gun in Plymouth, Rachel launched a petition to reform gun laws.
It was really worrying when I seen the Plymouth shooting unfold, you know, to think that he had his licence removed and then handed back to him, you know, a month later. That was quite worrying.
As well as ensuring firearms are kept at a local gun club and not in the home, some other changes the petition calls for are to stop anyone with a history of domestic abuse, violence or mental health-related illnesses from having a licence, and ensuring licences are reapplied for every other year. But Rachel says exemptions can be made to some rules, for example when considering farmers and shooting sports professionals. The British Association for Shooting and Conservation says it should be a statutory obligation on GPs to put a so-called marker on a gun applicant's medical notes. The Home Office says the police constantly review and can revoke licences. Shortly after Rachel was shot in 2011, her attacker took his own life. Weeks later, her 16-year-old son Jack also killed himself. Rachel's physical scars have healed. The mental scars can't fade as easily, but working on campaigns like this provides some solace.
My therapy comes from helping others. My message is my message, and I'm not going to let one man's actions ruin the rest of my life.
Rachel Williams ending that report by Rhiannon Wilkins. Public Health Wales has reported 5 further deaths from coronavirus, bringing the total number in Wales to 5,656. 1,626 new cases have also been reported, bringing the total number of those to 261,509. Reigning world para-taekwondo champion Matt Bush has had to withdraw from the Paralympic Games in Tokyo due to a knee injury. The 32-year-old from Pembrokeshire had been due to fly to Japan this weekend. He suffered the injury in training and has been replaced in the team by Londoner Joe Lane. The weather forecast now, and it will remain mostly dry through the night with a small chance of the odd light shower. Tomorrow will start cloudy, but that will break up by the afternoon to leave sunny spells, a top temperature of around 22 Celsius. And that's Wales Today. We'll have the next update tonight at 10:20. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.